about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need?
Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open.
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Well, the Ravens are a smash-mouth football team, and they've got a chance to have a second player drafted here. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? And with that, you've just wrapped up putting together your very first draft champion squad. From here, you can modify your lineup if you'd like, or if you're ready to go, feel free to jump right into game number one.
Don't say maybe. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running well, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Here's Smith now on second down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Smith throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing is Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On second down, McNair. This complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Screenplay, Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He hits Floyd on the right. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result could be a big, big play. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams that say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
The gun, it's McNair. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, here's McNair. Caught left side to Crabtree. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away. Way that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's McNair. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Underneath for Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.